Chattanooga police are working to solve gang-related shootings, but it seems there's a big hurdle in their way, a code of silence on the streets. It's a known fact that gangs use intimidation and fear to control their members from speaking out. News Channel 9's Brianna Arredondo digs deeper into the unspoken rule. Brianna.
Kim Calvin, I approached several people who used to be affiliated with gangs to explain what that means, but they didn't want to go on camera. Even those living in violence-ridden neighborhoods didn't want to talk to me for fear of drawing attention. So it seems that no snitching policy is spreading.
I want to show the jury exactly what I have on.
It's Friday night and police get called to a brawl in East Brainerd. Officers say the fight involves rival gangs, but cracking the case proves difficult. Some witnesses scatter, others refuse to talk. Chattanooga police say it happens all the time. Case in point, 13-year-old Deontrey Southers. It's been 5 months since Deontrey died from gunfire into his home. There's still nothing on who killed him.
There is levels of mistrust in the community, and that's always upsetting for us, especially for the officers that go out there every day and give it all they have.
And which color is this one again? Green!
Last month, the happy sound of 3- and 4-year-olds was shattered by gunshots outside Serenity daycare. Denita Strickland was in charge of the children and spoke with parents later that afternoon.
They shouldn't have to worry about when they pick their babies up, because somebody with a gun or wants to do vengeance or whatever and shoot somebody in bright daylight. And just not one time, they shot several times.
Police got information they needed from the survivor and witnesses, but it hasn't been enough to make an arrest. Many times, though, police don't get cooperation. The no snitching rule even extends past the streets and into the courts.
Sometimes there can be fear of others if they talk too much. I think it goes back to just almost a culture of distrust.
A culture of distrust that Mayor Andy Burke knows. He says people shouldn't be afraid.
The community has to trust us more and more to focus in on the issues at hand, to know that we're trying to solve it for them.
Solving those problems includes rolling out the city's crime initiative. Officers walk up to groups in hopes of breaking down the wall, but taking that leap of trust is easier said than done.
I hear them talking about it. I hear Andy Burke talking about that they're going to crack down on gangs and all of that. Well, they really need to crack down, because when it hits home, it's not in your neighborhood right now. We just got a taste of it in our neighborhood.
She isn't afraid, but she says criminals aren't afraid either.
Are you going to just sit quiet on it and just let it just continue to go on? We've got to help the police officers here. Thank God none of my babies were injured. Thank God all our children were on the inside. But like I said, bullets have no eyes.
Denita Strickland and other residents in that neighborhood told me they fear the violence they saw is only the beginning of what's to come. A fix won't happen overnight, and neighbors told me they worry results won't come soon enough.